Makhanya says editors are broken inside after National Assembly approved information bill, and Parliamentary Committee calls for clearer policies on foreign investment. I'm Lebo Changiala with this news update. South African National Editors Forum chairperson Mondli Makhanya says editors are broken inside after the National Assembly approved the Protection of State Information Bill. Makhanya was surrounded by the editors of some of South Africa's largest news organizations on the steps outside the National Assembly. He says they never thought they would come to Parliament dressed in black to witness the Constitution being betrayed by those who built it. He says editors will work with unions and civil society to fight the legislation, and the proposed law could be defeated if taken to the Constitutional Court. The National Assembly decided by an overwhelming majority to approve the bill. The DA has vowed to take the legislation to the Constitutional Court. Party leader Helen Ziller says they believe that they have a strong case.
Well, we certainly believe we've got a very strong chance of success, and we will try in Parliament to use Section 80 of the Constitution to be able to take this straight to the Constitutional Court without any delays. That is what we'll try to do, because we believe that the Constitutional Court will stand up and protect the Constitution.
A parliamentary committee is calling for clearer policies on foreign investment in the country following the controversy around the takeover of local company Massmart by US retail giant Walmart. Parliament's Portfolio Committee on Economic Development is finalizing a report in which it calls for an investment council to consider proposed big investments from abroad and determine whether they are in the interest of domestic economic development. A recommendation proposed by committee member Sufanda Merva calls for greater clarity on the terms under which foreign investments are made.
Agreements with international investors which are of a significant nature should be clear and unambiguous to avoid disputes at a later stage.
And the World Bank has downwardly revised its growth projections for South Africa after significant deterioration in the outlook of the global economy. The bank has revised growth projections to 2.7% for the global economy. Developing countries like South Africa are now more vulnerable to an economic slowdown because of inflationary pressures, as well as falling commodity prices. World Bank economist Fernando Ima explains.
Given the weaker than projected global economic growth, we have also downgraded our growth projection for South Africa from our earlier predictions in July with the first economic update. So now we estimate that for 2011 real GDP growth will be around 3.2%. Then for 2012 we are projecting a 1 percentage point decline in South Africa growth from 4.1% from our initial projections to 3.1%, and also a 0.7 percentage point decline for 2013.